Hello guys, welcome to the Happy Achiever Project. This is the podcast where I, Choma, your mindset guide and your mindset mentor, comes to share tools, techniques, stories and resources that help you balance your ambition with your well-being so that you can achieve success without sacrificing your happiness. In today's episode, I want to share some of my top insights from the Cat Williams interview that is breaking the internet. And I thought Cat Williams would be a good person to get insight from because even though I'm not really like a fan of American comedy, I've seen Cat Williams talk on several interviews and I've always felt like this guy has a good mindset. And I took the liberty of listening to the 3-hour podcast. Myself and over 250,000 people have taken the liberty to watch that interview, and I wanted to share my top insights from it, or my top lessons, the top things that I got from it that I think will also be beneficial for you guys as you go on your way towards bringing your vision to life while maintaining your well-being and while enjoying life as well. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow me on social media and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and this podcast because every single like and every single engagement really helps. All right, now let's talk about my top 6 lessons from the Cat Williams interview. The first is when he said that if he went to a show and he was paid 100 grand to do a set, he would go and give 10 grand to an orphanage or 10 grand to a non-profit in that same city, and that was how he paid his tithe. And I've also heard him say this thing before where he said it's not even because of his generosity, it's just him following a rule of life that says what you put in is what you get out. And so if you want to get the support of the universe or the support of God, you kind of have to give support to other people to be able to get that back from God. And so I found that really interesting. I resonate with it. I know that when I'm generous or when I'm giving, I always get things back. I have quite a lot of testimonies to be able to talk as a witness to that. And so I totally resonate with that. And if you're not practicing generosity already, I think you should start practicing generosity, not just as a way to make success, but as a way to make your mind more positive because you're actually doing good for people, and doing good for people actually releases dopamine, all the happy chemicals in our brain that causes us to even be more happy. So practice generosity. It will help you not just be successful, but also to be happy. The second thing that I thought that was really good, a good lesson from the interview, was where he said respect your craft. And something that was really consistent throughout his interview was how he really studied comedy. Like, he talked about how he had 300 people that were funnier than him or well known than him, and how he studied each of their sets, how he counted the number of laughs that people laughed in their sets. He talked about how he really studied comedy and how he went all in and how he respects the craft. He didn't even talk about it like comedy. He talked about it like crafting a language or structuring language in a way that makes people laugh. And it got me thinking about my own craft and how much I honor and respect it. Like, do I honor and respect it enough to be able to earn or deserve success in it? Have I worked hard at it? Have I done my best at it? Or am I taking shortcuts? Am I looking for shortcuts? Like, it made me really think about what I'm trying to build and my craft. And I think that attitude is what everyone should take to their dreams and the vision that they're trying to bring to life. You should respect it. Respect it enough to study, respect it enough to progress, respect it enough to grind so that you can become the best at it. And I think that is a really good lesson to have taken from the Cat Williams interview. The third lesson, or the third thing that really stood out for me, is when he said that being afraid does not stop you from doing what needs to be done. And I resonate with that 1000% because there's a lot of things that I've done in my life, a lot of things I've been able to achieve that I did while I was afraid. You don't wait for the fear to go before you start working towards your dreams. You walk towards your dream with the fear. That's how you overcome the fear. You overcome the fear by turning to face it, learning about it, exposing yourself to it in small chunks till you can expose yourself to it in larger chunks, and then you can overcome it. And so if it needs to be done, if it's something that you've decided this needs to be done, you cannot allow fear to stop you. You cannot allow whatever lack to be able to stop you. You have to figure out a way to overcome that fear and keep going towards that goal and dream. The fifth lesson that I got from the interview is trampoline skin. Trampoline skin. This is something that I've been preaching here. When Cat Williams said trampoline skin is something I asked God for. When you drop the ball, pick it up and keep going. And I preach resilience a lot because in 2022, I realized that resilient mindset was something that was missing in my success story. And I spent 2023 building my resilience and building a resilient mindset. The fifth thing that I thought would be great to share is that there are some things that cannot be bought from you. Your integrity, your responsibility of yourself, and your accountability of yourself. When you're going towards your goals and dreams, there's so many things that can happen. There's so many things that can be taken from you, but no one should be able to take your identity of who you are, what you think of yourself. No one should be able to take your integrity. No one should be able to take your responsibility. Your responsibility, you should always be responsible for yourself. You should always be responsible to make decisions that are the best decisions for you. And you should always be able to hold yourself accountable, because even when there's no one around to hold you accountable, you should still be heading towards your vision. You should still be heading towards your goals. And so he said this as the things that he teaches his kids, because there are things that cannot be taken from them. And I thought it was really great, and I really resonated with it. And I'm going to build that in myself as well. The final thing that I thought to share that I thought was really great, or that I thought was really something to think about, where he said that if you live every day like it's your last day and reflect on how your life looked every day, like reflect on it, like if this was my last day, have I accomplished things? Have I done things that I would not miss life if I died today? I would not feel regret if I died today. And being able to say yes every night when you ask yourself that question makes your life better, because when you wake up the next day, you actually want to win the day. You want to do things that you know that if you die that day, you still be able to hold your head up high. You still be able to testify that you came to earth and you enjoyed life. You still be able to say that you did what you know what you wanted to do in life, and you did it. To be honest, I am motivated by mortality. I am motivated by the fact that one day I'm not going to be on this earth anymore, and I want to do everything that I can do. I want to use all my talents. I want to use my voice. I want to say what I need to say. I want to plant as many seeds as I can to be able to build in people's minds the garden that they need to be able to achieve success and still be happy, right? And so honestly, that's really what motivates me in my life. But I don't think about that every day. I think about it a lot, but not every day. So I feel like if I start thinking about it every day, I don't know if it'll actually be healthy. But yeah, it's good to see someone practicing it. Anyway, guys, what did you think about the interview, the Cat Williams interview? I was able to make quotes, like over 20 quotes that I thought were really good. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Again, please don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment, and come back for another episode. All right, guys, take care. Bye.